Welcome back to I Am Athlete. Tonight, I'm your host, Lee J. Doosable, with my guys, LaShawn Shady McCoy, Adam Pac-Man Jones, and Omar Kelly. And it's time for Who's Parlay Plays. Now, NFL teams have spent all year long working to get to this here weekend, and we're finally here. It's the NFL playoffs. The easiest way for you to get into the playoffs is with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Now, new customers join today to get started with $150 in free bets, guaranteed. When you place your first $5 bet, just sign up using the promotional code IAA. Now, FanDuel has all your favorite bets, from the money line to point spreads to player props. What bet would you make with $150 in free bets this weekend? Just remember, whenever you do it, we'll give you our top parlays for Wildcard weekend. And like always, use promotional code IAA. Let's get into this 4-game parlay for Wildcard weekend. I'm going to give you my 4-leg parlay right now. I like the LA Chargers going down to Duval County. Right now, their favorite -2.5. Rashawn Slater, the left tackle, perennial Pro Bowl left tackle, even though he's a young guy, he is slated to maybe come back this weekend and give Justin Herbert some more protection on that left side, right? He got hurt earlier this year. They started a 21-day window to return him to the roster. That would be a big boost for the Chargers. Also, Mike Williams, who kind of got banged up, low back issue in that last game versus Denver Broncos, looks like he'll be good to go as well, and Joey Bosa. The Jaguars, they've been a feel-good story this year. Trevor Lawrence, Doug Peterson, Christian Kirk. But I think having never been here and Justin Herbert's never been to the playoffs, but this young team never been into the playoffs. A lot of young guys on this team. I don't know if they're ready for this moment. I think Justin Herbert has been waiting. To Omar Kelly's point, he's the biggest Justin Herbert hater ever, right? He wants to silence all those haters this weekend. And let's not also forget, there's rumors that Sean Payton wants that Chargers job. So Brandon Staley's kind of coaching for his job this weekend. I like the Chargers -2.5. Let's head over to Minnesota, and they're taking on the Giants, the Minnesota Vikings versus the New York Giants. They just played a few weeks ago, and that game came down to a Greg Zuerlein kick for 61 yards to win that game for the Vikings. The Giants had an opportunity to win that game late. Right now, you're getting 3 points with the Giants. Take the 3 points. I like Brian Daboll. His team is well coached. Yes, talent deficient, but Saquon Barkley was able to get that run game going. We know that secondary from the Minnesota Vikings gives up a ton of passing yards. I like the Giants to cover the +3. The Buffalo Bills take on Skylar Thompson and the Miami Dolphins. Skylar Thompson, in his 2 games this year, has only had 1 touchdown and multiple interceptions.
You ain't got to laugh, dudes. You ain't got
multiple
to say
interceptions
and laugh.
The line is bounced. I believe it was like 9.5 and 10.5. Now it's 13.5. We all know what the Bills are playing for right now. DeMar Hamlin just got released. Is back home. Will he be on the sideline to give them that extra boost? I like the Bills to come out on fire. Last week versus the New England Patriots were kind of rusty. They had those 2 kick returns from Nyheim Hines that really put them over the top. But I like the Bills to cover the -13.5. Let's not forget, when Skylar Thompson played after the first snap when Teddy Bridgewater got hurt versus the Jets, the Dolphins lost 40-17 to the Jets. The Jets had one of the worst offenses in football, and they put up 40 points on the Miami Dolphins. So I like the Bills to cover the -13.5. And then my last leg in my parlay, the San Francisco 49ers versus the Seattle Seahawks. -9.5. I like the 49ers to cover. Me and Shady talked about this. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row in one season. Going back to a few years when he won the Super Bowl with the Bucs. They lost to the Saints twice in the regular season, but then beat them in the playoffs. I just think Brock Purdy, the way he's played in the 6 starts he's had, at least 2 touchdowns in every one of those games, being efficient with the football, the run game with Christian McCaffrey, the inventiveness from Kyle Shanahan, and then that defense, right? Shady, you talk about this. You're not going to always play your best. They didn't have their best game versus the Las Vegas Raiders, but I'm going with what I seen with my 2 eyes. The rest of the season, they were strapping everybody else up besides the Kansas City Chiefs. So they had 2 bad games, and everybody else, they strapped up. I think they strap up the Seahawks like they did already this year. And if you look at both of those games, right, the one they played at home, they won 27-7. So that was a 20-point spread. And then they won at Seattle by 7 points. So I like them to cover the 9.5 at home. If you bet $100, you'll make $1,260.58. If you bet $100 using promotional code IAA on FanDuel, I like my bets. Those are my parlays for this weekend's wildcard games in the NFL. I'm going to head to Adam Pac-Man Jones. He's going to tell you about his 4-leg parlay for wildcard weekend.
So my parlay is pretty simple. You bet $100, you win $1,100. Is it $1,100? I think that's what it is. But anyway,
yeah, it's a little bit more than $1,100.
What is it, Omar?
Change. Your bet, if you bet $100, you'll get $1,172, Pac-Man Jones.
There we go. Tell them what my bet is, Omar.
You got the Bengals, your hometown team. You're picking the Cowboys and the Seahawks and the Jaguars.
And you're taking those teams to cover, right, Pac?
Nope. I'm to cover the line.
Yeah,
you're right.
So the Cincinnati Bengals is -8.5, and we don't know if Lamar Jackson is going to play that line. It's kind of crept up because it looks like he may not go.
Can I ask you something, dudes? And Shady, would you play this game? Like if I done everything I can do to show them that I deserve a contract, I'm getting played. Then they go and play a linebacker, 5 years, $100 million.
Can't count another man's money.
I'm not counting his money. I'm not even talking about his money because I want him to get paid. I'm talking about as far as my relationship with the owners and what's going on with my relationship.
You said you're not going to do the contract during the season. This is still the season, correct?
Right. Of course.
It's true.
But it's only so much money out there.
Yeah.
And now it frees it up where they can franchise tag him.
Now I'm on $300 million. Now I ain't no way they can pay me $300.
No, there's a way they could pay you. That cap situation is capped. Like if they really tell them Shady, they want to make that cap work, they'll make it work.
I'm asking you, as a quarterback, how would you feel if it was you, dude? Why you talking all this kiki ha shit?
Oh, it's not kiki ha. Lamar should have been paid 2 years. If I was him, he shouldn't have showed up last year to camp. I was vocal about that. I said, bro, don't show up to camp for what? Like Shady, we talk about this all the time in Pac, right? This game, and you said it earlier, Pac, not for long, right? You one injury away. Why would you risk going out there when you know you probably the most electric player in the NFL? We talked about it last year. This team was in first place, Pac. He goes down, Lamar Jackson goes down, they don't make the damn playoffs. This year, they're struggling with him not playing again. So to me, the Ravens can play all this tough guy they want to. Lamar got all the leverage. And there's teams vying, waiting for him to be available so they can trade for him. So it's tough, Pac, right? Because we always talk about
do you play, yes or no?
But that's what I'm saying. It's tough because we're competitors, right? It's the playoffs. It ain't like it's a regular game. You know what I'm saying, Pac? And we all ultimately want to win a ring, right? And then two, right? Your brothers on the team, right? You talked about this earlier with Brandon Cooks, right? You could have a dispute. Listen to me, Pac, right?
Yes or no?
Pac, listen to me. Just listen to me. We talked about this with Brandon Cooks earlier, didn't we? Right? When he signed that deal with the Texans. You can have a dispute with the people upstairs, but we're your brothers. You don't have no dispute with us. Like, so I don't know what I would do, honestly, if I'm Lamar Jackson.
If I'm hurt. It ain't a dispute. Do I put my body on the line? I'm hurt.
If you're truly hurt, then no, I wouldn't, right? Because it's like the Dak situation.
Well, I'm hurt. I've been hurt.
He's earned more money not playing, honestly.
All right. I'm hurt.
What you think, Shady? If you're Lamar, do you suit up for this game?
Nah. I think he is hurt, but I don't know if he's so hurt that he can't even get on the field.
Can't play. Can't even practice.
No. I'm talking not the field. I'm talking about the practice field. It's been 6 weeks since he's actually stepped on the practice field and did any type of activity. Yeah. So it's probably a money thing. Get the money right. And then it was a quote today. One of the reporters asked Harbaugh, "Do you think that Lamar is not practicing or playing due to a contract situation?" You know what Harbaugh said?
What did he say?
I'm not getting into that right now.
So that means yes.
That means yes. But I don't blame Lamar though.
I don't either. They should have paid that man 2 years ago.
Should have been got paid, bro.
He did the right thing by which most players don't do. He went to camp, right, with his teammates. I'm gonna play for y'all. We'll get the contract. I'm gonna be a good guy. They'll figure it out. Mini camps, they'll figure it out. OTAs, they'll figure it out. They never figured it out. And they lowballed me. If you gonna come to the negotiation table, it got to be close to Deshaun Watson. It can't be.
We starting at $200 million guaranteed. That's where we're starting.
Kyler Murray, wow, y'all disrespecting me now. So,
and then Russell Wilson being older too. You can't give me that money.
Yeah, but at this point now, I don't care who the agent is. The mama, the sister, the brother, the cousin, Shady, dudes, Omar, or me. Hey, we ain't showing up.
Yeah.
We ain't showing up. Mama, you was right. I was dead ass wrong with whatever I said. But I know y'all put that time limit on their ass, and you was right. So handle your business, baby.
But yeah, again, if you like Pax Parlay, $100 bet gets you $1,172.16. Just remember to use the promotional code IAA. LaShawn, Shady, McCoy, let's get into your wild card weekend parlay.
I got money line 49ers, money line
Bengals and Bills.
Money line Bills, and then I got the Bucks Cowboys game under.
Ooh. But if you're just doing your 3-team money line and you put up $140,000, it pays you $241,318.04.
And these are not hypothetical numbers. These are not hypothetical numbers.
These are real numbers. If you put up that much
Shady has his real betting slip.
Big weekend. My dog had a big weekend last weekend too.
You know, it's sad that Pac-Man bet against me. He going with Seahawks. It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm curious about why.
Why did you pick the Seahawks, Pac?
I took the points.
Yeah, 9.5 is. I think that's aggressive number. I think they'll cover it.
You want me to change it? All right.
Listen,
that's your bet.
No. The funny thing is,
I want to win.
I looked at Pac's line and I presented this opportunity to him because
I told him, I was like,
yeah. Let me set it up, Pac. If you bet, if you just take Pac's parlay and you take the Seahawks to win the game and bet the money line, that his bet triples.
I would say it probably triples because they 9.5 point dogs.
His bet triples. And wow. I'm like, man, if you really believe in the Seahawks, that's a. But
no, he's taking the Seahawks to cover the 9.5.
Right, so Omar called me and was like, "Yo, you could bet 100 and bet the Seahawks money line. You can win triple, like 4,000." I'm like, bro,
yeah,
no, I bet it because I want the points.
Yeah, facts.
That is a lot of points, though.
Yeah, it is. 9.5 is aggressive, especially for a divisional team. I think the 49ers, the way they're playing right now, I think they're going to cover it. Last time they played them at home, they beat them by 20.
I think that's the safest bet.
And the Seahawks are not playing well either. They barely beat the Rams.
They haven't been playing well on offense the last few weeks. Their defense has played a lot better, but they also been playing terrible offenses. Omar Kelly, real quick, because we got to get up out of here. What's your parlay? Give us your 4-leg parlay, and then we got to get up out of here.
I'm picking the Bengals to beat the Rams. Obviously, I'm taking the points with the QB situation unsettled. You got to be uncomfortable with that. I'm picking the 49ers, even though I think that's the best bet of the week right now. If you feel like, I agree with Pac, take the points. I don't really have confidence in the Seahawks winning, but to definitely take the points. The Bills, I think that's a layup. I take the points because Miami with Skylar Thompson is a bad situation. Not just Skylar Thompson, but they're the walking wounded. The Miami Dolphins are limping into this wild card weekend. And then
are they banged up?
Oh, they
the Dolphins are banged up. We don't even know if Teron Armstead, the left tackle, is going to play, or Raheem Mostert.
If Teron Armstead doesn't play, they're not scoring 10 points.
Yeah,
and Mostert, he's got a brace on his hand in the brace.
He might not go either.
Oh, so they're without. So and Tyreek Hill is
he's got an ankle and hamstring issue.
Hey, Omar, is Waddle playing?
Yeah, Waddle's playing.
So what does yours pay out, Omar?
Mine pays out if you put $100 down, you get you get $1,181 back. Nice come up. New customers, remember, join today at FanDuel to get started with $150 in free bets guaranteed when you place your first ever $5 bet. Just sign up. Use our promotional code IAA.